Yo,
What's up, guys?
This is the live Winterhouse Gaming Podcast.
That's right. That's
the not
right.
so live Winterhouse Gaming Podcast.
No, you're gonna use the air bunnies.
The air bunnies. Yeah, we
Live.
did have a little bit of problem starting up the live, so we were recording this, and we'll just throw it up later for you
Not
guys.
that you're gonna know.
It's gonna be great.
Let's
Yeah,
throw it
you
right
have
on
no
up.
idea we were doing this in the first place.
Yeah.
For the record, we tried. We did. We put in
Dude, yeah,
104%.
Oh, Dave and I
Um,
were working tirelessly to try and figure out what
Yep.
was going on
I was
with his
looking at
PC.
memes.
He
Yeah.
was looking at memes.
He was looking at memes and playing Skyrim on Switch.
Well, you know,
That's
to,
right.
to be perfectly honest, it gets to the point where once there are so many people working on it, I'm like, I don't know what I could add to this solution.
I mean, there's already 2 people
Well,
working
yeah.
on a PC.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it just wasn't working. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to figure it out later, and hopefully I can figure it out before I have to start streaming again.
That
Right.
would be good. That'd
Yes.
be preferable.
Ideal.
If
Ideally.
not, I have to go back to my old computer that I've been streaming with for a very long time because that one works usually pretty flawless. So it's kind of just weird. But
Yeah.
I've used it before, that computer, like
Yeah.
the new one, to stream. So I know it's capable of doing it. We've been doing podcasts with it. Who
Right.
the hell knows? Anyway, I don't even know what number podcast this is. But
This is
we are here.
104, technically.
104 technically. That is
Episode 4
4
of Season 2.
that is pretty
I'm gonna-
fucking crazy,
Let me tell
man.
you guys something.
Go ahead.
Don't get mad at me. I haven't even podcast.
Wow. I actually knew that.
To
I was
be-
just waiting for someone else to tell you.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things where like all the artwork is on my old hard drive that I took out of my computer.
Yep.
And I still have it on my desk, and I haven't actually installed Photoshop since reinstalling Windows 10.
Oh yeah,
and I
there you go.
actually- And like, other than like reaching behind and like taking all of my wiring apart and opening up my computer and putting the hard drive back in,
Yep.
I don't have one of those cables to like
Right.
get the stuff off my old hard
Yeah.
drive.
Wait,
And
do,
so
you need,
I hear you.
do you need like a harness?
A harness? You mean the ones that go in the computer
Yeah.
itself?
No, I
No,
just,
he has those.
yeah,
Okay.
I just need one of those SATA connectors that just plugs into a USB drive.
Right.
To make
Right.
it think that it's like an external hard drive.
Yep.
And so like every time I look at it, I look at the hard drive. I'm like, God damn, I should really get that taken care of.
You know they're real cheap on
And
Amazon.
then I go to work,
Yeah.
and then I get back, and then I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. So
it is time. Yeah, those things are really cheap on Amazon, and not everyone just has them laying around. But
That's
if,
true.
if you do mess with your computer as much as we do, having one is very important.
Yep.
So
It is.
it is what it is,
I
man.
think you might actually have one.
I do.
Yep.
Well,
So it's-
actually, it's hooked. It's hooked to my. I got rid of my older one because it was one of those multis, and it ended up breaking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I would like to get one of those.
but the one I have
docks.
now, the only one I have now, is the one that's hooked to my hard drive.
Yep.
But it just pops off, and you can put it on any. It's kind of
Yeah.
nice, but. So this is the end of 2019. So we
Yeah.
decided to get together, right before our holiday vacation. And talk about our favorite games.
Yep.
That's kind of what people do at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this is going to be a very short podcast. We can all just collectively agree it's Anthem. Favorite game,
Done.
2019.
The end. All right. See you guys later.
I will fight you.
It's been a great, it's been a great 2019. But
Yeah.
Anthem's the best game of the year. So
Maybe of the decade.
Bye.
Perhaps of all time.
Right, exactly.
Game devs just stop. Anthem was made. Perfection already exists.
I know the hype was insane for Anthem. It really was. That was. So
that's amazing.
it really is funny. We've been laughing for the past hour.
We just got that
every
on
time-
recording too.
Every time we look over, and Eric has paused in like a weird manner with his hands up or his eyes open.
The funny thing is that
Pretty
we have
funny.
that recorded now too. So
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
the record.
it's on record.
Nice.
that you have
So-
facial expressions.
Fair.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna clip
Pretty
that out
good.
and use it.
Yeah,
for,
we're gonna see what
notifications.
other awesome facial expressions
So-
Eric gets locked into during the
There
podcast.
should be some fun ones.
Before we get right
Right.
into our favorite games of 2019, I want to share a little bit of a fun fact. So for a long time, and I actually have to remind myself of the fact that Final Fantasy X has been out for 9 years now. I mean, Final Fantasy 13 has been out for 9 years.
Right.
Final Fantasy has been out a lot longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13 has been out for almost 9 years now, and I've kind of been streaming Final Fantasy VII during my streams. I've kind of toyed with the idea of going right into the whole 13 saga after I'm done with 7, which will be real soon. Can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I honestly cannot. But I tried Final Fantasy 13 again today, and I got about 40 minutes in. Actually, I was surprised that I was able to get.
Tell us how that went.
Well, the same thing happened to me that happened literally the first time I played FF13 when it came out.
Right.
I fell asleep. And
wow.
Yeah. And then I woke up about like 10 minutes later, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm late. What should I do? And then I just like paused it and then went back to sleep. And I'm like, sleep is more fun, honestly, than what I was doing beforehand. So
it takes a lot for me to fall asleep during a game. Well, not really. I start falling asleep all the time, but to actually fall asleep, that stupid farm fucking simulator crap.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh my god, dude! What a bunch of horse shit that is.
literally, it's actually cow shit.
I apologize for anybody that really enjoys it, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. You know,
I don't
it's not
apologize for anyone that like that. Fuck them.
My buddy John loves it, man. He eats that shit right up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's weird.
gross.
Yeah, he really does.
I respect that you like it, but it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's right. Right, you can respect that someone likes it, but it's.
Oh,
you know,
I think I knew where
stupid.
Eric was going with that. I respect that you like it, but
Yeah.
it's fucking stupid, and you're stupid for liking it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Before Eric froze, that's
But we love you,
yeah.
whoever you are.
That's
John.
right. Yeah,
We love you. We love you, even though you're stupid.
A lot
Right.
of things happened this year.
a lot of things.
We say that every year.
Yep, we say that every podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice that
I say
when
that
we
like
say
every
it,
minute.
it's true.
Yep.
When we stop saying it is when there's a problem, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No more innovations, no more what have yous.
Yep.
And I'm
Because when nothing
I'm
happens-
glad that this year was relatively okay as far as game fronts.
Yep.
Before we get to our favorite games, though, I actually kind of want to go into some news so that we can make sure that we cover it and not get carried away with the
Okay.
games that we love.
Go into
Yeah, go
some
ahead.
nudes. All right.
Some nudes.
Yeah,
I want to send you some
nice.
nudes. So, who here has heard about the hacking problem with Fallout 76 right now?
Not
You're
me.
gonna have to be more specific. Which hacking problem?
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Fallout 76.
the dumpster fire that is Fallout 76. So now this one dude who's responsible for the past hacks apparently is planning a massive scale Christmas hack, and he's already proved that it can be done and that he's going to do it. But on the Fallout 76 subreddit, he has this like whole plot. But
Holy shit.
yeah, he's stealing multiple players' items from their entire inventory. He's like taking their entire inventory from them and all of their purchased items that they've purchased too.
Nice.
So, like stuff they've purchased from the Bethesda store that like technically you probably shouldn't be able to take from people, but
Right.
yeah. He's just taking all of that and he's going to do it.
What's he doing with it?
He's just taking it.
Wouldn't he be over encumbered?
No. And he's
You're
Well,
overthinking it,
right.
Dave.
No, think about it, Dave. He's hacking the game.
Yeah.
He obviously has some runaround for that if he's taking everyone's
He'd have
shit.
to, because
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine taking a bunch of people's stuff and all of a sudden you have 500 pounds on you and
That's
you can't even
awfully
Yeah.
carry it.
ambitious. Kind
But-
of a reach. It's almost like
but-
a reach around.
Just imagine walking around in Fallout 76 and then all of a sudden your equipped gun longer there because some fucking dude ran up behind you and took all your shit.
But
And-
first of all, imagine walking around in Fallout 76.
I was just about to say,
That's-
both of you
I was
assume
just-
that I'm gonna put forth the energy to walk around in Fallout 76.
It's I really can't believe that Jason purchased that Fallout 1
Yeah,
or
Fallout
whatever.
first.
You know who else?
First,
You know who
yeah.
else did? I
Oh,
think.
God.
Our friend there, Jamie Way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, why? The only thing that they have said that makes sense to me is the fact that it's a private server.
Yep.
I get
Yeah.
that part.
That part
Because people have been paying for private servers forever.
Yep.
But either way, this guy's going around stealing a bunch of shit for no real reason
he had
as
no
to
one.
turn around and say, hey, you made a shit game and you need to fix
That's
it.
literally
Right.
it. That's what this guy's trying to accomplish. He's literally
Yeah.
just trying to teach Bethesda a lesson.
He's going through a really weird, illegal way to teach someone a lesson.
Yeah.
He's basically showing
I don't even know
Bethesda that their security for their games is shit and that they need to do a better job making games
I think
because
that
it's true.
a more honorable way to do that would to like hack it and or just get it everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
That'd be that would be
Yeah.
a Christmas hack. I thought
be
that's
a
where you were
Christmas miracle.
going, and I'm like, oh, he sounds like a real Robin Hood. Now he just sounds like a dick.
He sounds like
Yeah,
a
pretty
dick.
much.
yeah.
So-
He's a dick, but he's doing something hilarious.
He's trying
to
to
Bethesda.
he's trying to
Hilarious
teach
for the people.
Bethesda a lesson at the expense of innocent people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. What else do we know? There's been a lot of people, bad people that have done things like that.
Yeah.
And that's probably I
Innocent
don't
people
applaud
who
the guy for that.
I don't
Yeah.
applaud him for that. No.
Yeah, at all. I
No.
mean that's just a dickhead move. There's other things that you can do.
It's true. It'd
Take
be-
down the game, maybe. Take it down.
Yeah, it'd be
prevent
one
the
thing-
servers from even
Yeah.
booting up. Whatever.
It'd be one thing if you were trying to just disable the servers in general.
Right. But there's a possibility that all these people's hard work they will never get back.
And it's a
Yeah.
possibility
That's a
that it
bummer.
could just destroy Fallout 76
Right.
completely.
I'd say
So-
that's
so
the
good for
silver
you, hacker.
lining.
Good for you, hacker.
Yeah, I think that is the silver lining.
Good
to be
for you,
honest,
hacker
but-
man. You're an asshole. So
Like if it were
What a
me, I'd
dick.
be like, oh no, my items have been hacked, and then I'd be like, oh great.
now
So
I can
now
stop.
I
have
can't
no
even
reason.
play the game.
Yeah.
Now I can play better games.
Everything's
Yes.
gone. I have no reason to continue this. So, but it is crazy that someone's able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show like what little Bethesda did to
Now
protect
hold on a
their
sec.
game.
Is Fallout 76 cross-platform?
Yes,
It's not cross-play.
Cross-play.
It's cross.
Eric, what the fuck, dude?
Okay, now listen.
But-
Are you drinking? Are you drinking regular basic bitch water?
No, this is Winterhouse Gaming bathwater. Remember the Belle Delphine stuff?
You're not
Drinking
drinking liquid death.
Mountain water.
You're just fucking wrong. I'm just gonna go ahead and bust into one of these right
Cracking
now.
a cold one with the boys.
It's literally just water. It's water. It's water in a can. But it's
He's going, man. He's going for the gold. He's fucking murdering his thirst right now.
yeah, you are. Just smash it on your fucking head.
it's so cold. It's so cold it made my teeth hurt.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm kind of jealous. I just want to throw this fucking thing in the garbage. Shitty, stupid water.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sip it.
We're gonna do a little.
He's gonna
Put
do
your
the sip
pinky
sip.
out.
I'm a sipper.
I
Speaking
actually
of sipper,
have to go grab my water that I just threw across the room.
I've got something else.
Oh, Eric.
I
Now
need
we
to go
just
get
leave.
this.
Oh.
I need to go get this before my wife sees it. I'm sorry, lady. So listen up. Hacker man, you're an asshole. And then
That's the moral of the story.
That's the moral of the story.
Moral of
Yeah.
the story, hacker man, you're an asshole. Bethesda, do a better job because
Yeah.
people like this wouldn't exist if you did.
What are you doing?
Product placement.
Oh, dude, look, it stands up perfectly fine like that.
Liquid death.
Murder your thirst.
My thirst has been murdered.
Your soul
Murdered.
is mine.
Shang Tsung.
What soul does he have to steal?
That's right. So what else you got for news before we go into everything else?
That's it, man. That's all I could find.
That's it. Everything that happened.
That's all the
Apparently
news.
Final Fantasy VII is, I guess in the new trailer they showed off some new moves for new attacks for Aerith
Oh yeah, I saw that
and
actually.
some new enemies. So
I saw that.
I'm pretty pumped about it.
God, she's looking good on that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Mm.
I did think that whoever left that comment on Facebook paid about Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna pay $50 per installment.
They probably will.
I'm like,
Yeah, you just
look,
gotta
get the fuck out of here.
You're
You just gotta
lost, pal.
Schoolyard bullshit.
ignore things like that.
You
Yeah,
you
I
go
mean,
ahead.
I did too.
You go ahead and save your money. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be fapping to Eris. Okay, like just
Yeah.
For real.
Fapping to Eris.
who's the real loser
Eris.
here?
Yeah. Get a load of this guy. So our top games of 2019 brought to you by Liquid Death. We weren't paid to say that.
No.
Actually,
We
we're
were not.
We don't get paid for
Hey,
anything.
but they do donate 5 cents per can to clean the ocean, so that's pretty fucking cool.
That is
they
cool.
just
Yeah.
they clean it by just putting the ocean water in the can.
And then we drink it. No, but
Taste-
seriously,
Tastes like whale shit.
how do you know what whale shit tastes like?
You know,
I had a very rough 2015, and I don't want to talk about it.
You're welcome.
Wait,
I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my favorite game of 2019.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dive right into it.
Yeah.
Death Stranding
Yes.
was actually my favorite game of 2019.
wow.
I'm basing that on the feels
The field
that it gave me. The fact that I keep thinking about it all the time. I still listen to the soundtrack constantly because it was so fucking good.
soundtrack is bomb.
It's
so good.
Bomb. And I actually, one of our fans, Benya, she actually gave me the code to download the soundtrack, which was
Nice.
really cool.
Yeah, that was really nice of her. I
yeah,
saw
so
that.
Thank
so
you very
thank
much
you,
for that.
Svenja.
Yeah. So that game, any game that you choose for your best game of whatever year is I think it's important to base it on like something that you just can't stop thinking about, and you continue to think about it, the impact that it had on you as a person. And Death Stranding definitely did that. Right? I mean, I think that kind of goes without saying for a lot of people that played it and absolutely loved it.
Yep.
If you didn't love it, it's obviously not going to be on your list. But
Yeah,
you're
I mean-
still,
Right.
you still have to admire it for what it did,
Yeah,
and
it's
and
true.
how the gameplay worked and the mechanics.
Wait a second. Are you saying video games are subjective and different people like different stuff? That's fucking stupid.
It's so stupid.
Life's stupid and subjective.
Yeah, so there's only one other game, like Sea of Solitude. Sea of Solitude was another one that left a massive impact on me for gaming this year.
That's so weird. I didn't.
But
Yeah, what's that game?
What the fuck?
But I'm not gonna lie, no other game in 2019 did that. What Death Stranding and Sea of Solitude did.
Yeah. What
Absolutely
about your
none other one.
fucking hard on for
Stinking City.
Stinky City?
That game was. I loved that game, but
Stinky
it didn't
shitty.
leave.
Stinking city.
It didn't leave the same sort of impact. It
Yeah.
didn't. It didn't hit you right in the feels. You know
no,
what I
I
mean?
didn't. It was more of
Um,
a.
It was intriguing and mystery and all that, and it was so fun to play. But it wasn't. It didn't open any other doors that you didn't realize you were unaware of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's that's why those other two games were kind of it for me.
Okay. That makes sense.
I would encourage anyone to play Sinking City.
Yeah,
I had
agree.
such a good time.
What's it on?
everything.
Everything.
Okay. That is a remarkably in depth and
Is it too much?
personal. No, it was actually I really liked it, and I wish I had prepared something. Mine's Bloodborne because your character had big titties. So.
Okay.
That's not the reason.
Okay.
Eric, what about you?
Game of the
Hopefully you
year
can get
for
through
me.
this without freezy.
Right. I will give you the disclaimer that I haven't played much of Death Stranding yet. I've been very busy the last couple weeks, so I'm only like 5 to 8 hours in, so I can't put that at the top of my list, even though I love it so far. For me, the number one, I can't pick anything other than Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night.
See, I
Yeah.
knew that you were gonna go there just because, like, you backed that on Kickstarter and like that was like your most anticipated game this year.
It was. I backed the game for $150 on Kickstarter. I watched the whole development progress, and it absolutely, in my
There it is.
There it is.
In your what?
Tell us, Eric. Spit
Am
it
I-
out.
am I back yet? Am I back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I mean, in my opinion, it absolutely nailed what it was trying to achieve. It was basically Castlevania Symphony of the Night 2. It was great. I loved it. An honorable mention would go to Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. of course,
Yeah.
one of my favorite
course.
games of all time. It was a good year for me between those games alone.
So
I dig that. I dig that.
Yeah,
I'd have to say it's probably a tie for me between, and actually, just like Eric, I actually haven't played that much Death Stranding.
yeah, you're only
I-
like maybe 2-3 hours in.
I'm actually like, I'm about 5 or 6 hours.
5, 6. Okay, you played
Yeah,
a little bit more than I realized.
But I'm gonna have to give it either to Link's Awakening,
Excellent. Yeah, for a remake,
which
amazing.
is just for me personally, it's just an
Hits you
instant
right in the
classic.
feels. Yeah. I loved it, dude. I
Yeah.
loved Link's Awakening.
Have you beaten it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so good. So fucking good. It's an instant classic. I'll be playing
Yeah.
that game for years. Years. And but it is between that and the Outer Worlds.
And Outer Worlds is on my list too. Like,
Yep.
So I guess
Much better than the Inner World.
the Inner Worlds.
It was dark and I couldn't
Those
see anything.
Inner Worlds
Gross.
weren't so good.
But that's actually like another name, an alternative name for No Man's Sky. Because that's when Kelly fell through the planet. He was actually the Inner World.
Inner
He was
Worlds.
in it.
Yeah.
what game did I fall through? Oh, I think it was Death Stranding. Didn't I fall through the ground and just kept going? Yeah, I did. It was Death Stranding.
Huh.
I fell through the ground. It was funny.
I don't remember that.
I did let Juice play a little bit
I
of
think it was.
Death
I'm pretty
Stranding.
sure it was Death Stranding.
And he was playing it with and Annalise was watching.
No,
And she's like,
that was Breakpoint.
Breakpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were playing together and you
Oh,
just
fell
fell
through the ground.
through. Yeah.
I did that yesterday too. Well, Tony and I were playing Breakpoint.
I let Juice
Fell
borrow,
into a mountain.
Play Death Stranding, and he was playing it, and Annalise was watching, and he's like, "I have to own this game."
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
You have to.
yeah.
It's one of those games you just.
and I'm excited to
There
really.
are a few games that make me cry
Yep.
for
Dude,
a game.
I literally did cry at the ending of Death
I
Stranding.
I played almost every single minute of Death Stranding through streaming and stuff. And I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody noticed that one time, like towards the end of it.
Dude, I cried.
Fucked me up.
I cried at
Fucked
the ending
me
of
up.
Death
It fucked
Stranding,
me
dude.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I was trying
for
to hold
real.
it in, and one single tear.
It's
and
it's one of the few
I
games.
turned my head
that-
sideways like this, and I was just like,
It's
my eyeballs.
it's one of the few games that's had that effect on me, and I guess that brings me to my list. And it was so hard for me this year because there were so many games that left me with a lasting impression. Death Stranding, I would have to give it to that for my favorite if I had to pick one. But if I had to go with 4, it would go between Death Stranding, The Outer Worlds, Control, and Jedi Fallen Order.
yeah, you got to go. Like, you kind of choose what part of that is your favorite. Like,
Yeah.
if you're going like mechanics and replay value and doing all that stuff, there's a lot of different games that could be.
If I had to base it purely on the gameplay mechanics itself, I would go with either Control or Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because Control is absolutely flawless gameplay mechanics wise. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
better,
I've heard it's really good.
it better Control. Well, that's literally the name of the game.
I mean,
Control.
Am I wrong?
No, you're
So,
not.
We did have a really good year as far as games. I think it was a really solid lineup this
Yeah.
year, and,
And
we were fortunate to be able to experience a lot of this stuff.
I kind of want to break it down by category here for some of you guys out there and kind of mention some of the other games in these, I guess you would say, genres and subgenres of gaming. So for first-person shooter, some of the excellent ones we've had this year are Metro Exodus, which is very underrated. Metro Exodus is amazing. I played all of it. I beat it. I
I was
loved it.
considering playing that.
You should. It's
Yeah.
good.
It's on Game Pass.
The
It
story
definitely
is
is.
actually
is that
very
they have
good.
Russian accents?
Yes.
Okay.
You can actually.
Who
so
told
they,
me someone? You know
So,
what? I
Dave,
can't say that.
Dave,
Never
they
mind.
recommend it that you actually play it with them speaking Russian because all of the true dialogue for that game is spoken in Russian with English subtitles.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's actually the recommended way to play it.
Post-apocalyptic Russia. Metro
But,
plays you.
Metro Exodus, Far Cry New Dawn, which Dave and I both enjoyed. Rage 2, I know we both enjoyed that, and then Borderlands 3, obviously we can't forget that.
Yeah.
So
I did love New Dawn. I did.
Yeah,
but
New Dawn was cool.
It didn't hit me
New
in the
Dawn.
It didn't
feels.
blow me away like Far Cry 5 did. Action RPG, we have Kingdom Hearts 3, Greedfall, The Outer Worlds, and obviously Final Fantasy 8 remake, or not remake, remaster.
Right.
So,
Right.
yep. And then going through action adventure, this list is stupid long.
I would say that my runner-up for Game of the Year, as the only one here who's actually finished the game out of the 4 people that own it, Sekiro.
Yeah, and that's actually what took it at the Game Awards. That's on my list here, Sekiro. The Sinking City, which Dave loved.
Oh yeah.
Control, we mentioned Control. Tony mentioned Link's Awakening. Medieval, which you loved and you beat.
I like
Did you
Medieval.
beat? I don't know
Not
if you
yet.
beat it.
I'm
Okay.
close.
Death Stranding and obviously Star Wars.
Sea of Solitude came out July 5th also. Just FYI.
Yes, that's on my list too. It's further
Okay.
down. So
I was like, you son of a bitch.
third person shooters. We have
You wrote the list.
I did write the list. I just forgot what that is.
What is the abbreviation?
TD2. The Division 2. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Anthem.
That exists.
eh,
I would have just said
Yeah.
D2 because
D2.
Division.
Yeah.
Right.
World War Z, which was highly underrated and amazing.
That was
and-
we had a lot of fun with that.
And Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is amazing. It's
I'm
fun.
Yeah, I love it.
surprisingly enjoying it.
And my
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
my favorite third person shooter of the year happens to be Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Actually, I was really upset about the fact that the Xbox version went on sale, and when I was looking at them, I'm like, oh wow, the Xbox version of Ghost 2, wow, that's a great deal. I think I might grab it on PlayStation. I pull it up, the day I saw it and the day I ultimately bought it. The PlayStation version was still full price.
Yes.
And so I'm
It's-
like, okay, well, this
you
is a
know what?
no-brainer. Probably the Xbox
You know what
version is the
I'm
only version that
thinking
went on
is
sale.
maybe it's a little bit more popular amongst people on PlayStation, so the price is a little bit higher.
It's- well-
PlayStation on Amazon, you can get it for $20.
Yeah, I know. And then
Yeah.
2 days later, it went on fucking sale on
Uh,
PlayStation.
You can get the Xbox version on Amazon for $44.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
kind of ass
They keep
backwards.
doing that.
Pricing.
Though.
Yeah.
Like,
Am
yeah.
I right? So anyway, I thought that the game was still full price. Wow, Kelly.
I know.
I'm clearly drunk on this. Don't let me have any more.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
But don't let the
I'm
liquid
like-
death loose.
I'm like, Eric, I'm like really surprised by how much I'm enjoying Ghost Recon, and Eric's like, well, why is it surprising? He's like, I've been watching Dave and Kelly stream it, and it looked pretty good. So I'm like, hey, you should definitely get it and play with me. It's only $20, and
A lot.
Eric's like,
it's a
well,
lot.
you know, and then I just sent him $20. I'm like, just buy it
Yeah,
and play
just
with me.
yeah, just buy this.
Seriously, I guess it's worth it. But that
it-
brings me to survival horror, and obviously
Survival horror.
Yes!
survival horror.
Sweet.
Yeah,
This is my
so
favorite.
the best part of the Winter House Gaming podcast.
I love being scared hard.
So Resident Evil 2 remake, which was obviously excellent. I still need to beat it, but
Oh,
I've loved every
God.
single minute of it so far.
Yep.
Days Gone, they put that in that category for. I guess it fits. It's survival. It's somewhat horror,
If it fits, it ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
basically.
Last of Us with zombies.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
true.
Yeah,
It
it's
definitely
that's true.
The whole crafting, the gameplay mechanics are very The Last of Us, which I'm not complaining about, but I still have your copy, which I need
You
to get
do, yeah.
back.
I mean, I've platinumed it, so
Yeah.
like I'm not really in a hurry. They haven't put out any super crazy DLC for it that I'm in a rush to play. So, you know, it is what it is. That brings us to Metroidvanias and platformers, which obviously Eric mentioned Bloodstain, which was amazing, guys.
Yep.
Super Mario Maker 2, which Eric
Which-
loved.
was amazing.
Yeah, and then Catherine Full Body, which I can agree that Eric
Yeah.
and I both loved. I beat
Do
Fuck
that.
love
yeah.
full bodies.
Do love
Yeah.
the full bodies.
Yep.
I've beaten it about 3 times so far. I still
I
need
bet
to...
you have.
I
So
think you
I've
way more than
I've also
that.
completed the game a bunch too.
Yeah, I've also completed the game
And
a
I've
bunch.
beaten it 3 times.
All right, this
Nice.
gets to Dave's favorite category, indies, which
Yep.
we both loved. Sea of Solitude, excellent. I'm
Fucking love Sea of
still
Solitude.
plan on doing my full playthrough platinum of that. And Outer Wilds, which is now on PlayStation. I might actually pick that up.
Yeah.
Oh, Outer Wilds.
Yep.
That's very unique.
Yeah.
Very, very,
very,
unique,
very unique. It does
weird,
not hold your hand.
Weird. And no, it doesn't. You literally have to figure it out.
Yep.
And it's frustrating that that's the case. You never realize that that's the case until you're halfway through it, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I would like to take a moment
Just to sit right back.
point out that 2 of the games that won quite a few awards at the Game Awards, I have actually never heard of. Disco Elysium.
Yeah, that one
Never
best
heard of
indie.
it.
That one best indie. I've never heard of it
actually
either.
heard that
And
either.
another one, Gris?
Gris?
That one I have heard of.
Never heard of either of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Both
And-
of them won some sort of thing for best indies or something,
Yeah.
something like that. And I've never heard of either of them.
So,
At least Sea of Solitude was nominated. That was good enough for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's gonna take it. I
thought so.
I was actually shocked that it didn't. But of course, everyone takes something different away from that particular.
It's true.
um,
It's very, very true. Different
you know,
games.
if you have more of a, you're more likely to have an attached reaction to that game. If you have had things like that happen in your life,
If you've experienced anxiety or depression,
right,
Sea of Solitude's more likely to just hit you real hard.
right,
Which it did for me when I was watching the story. I was like, game's amazing and emotional and
Yeah.
great.
absolutely.
That brings me to the last category, which only I can relate to, which is the best racing games. Which Crash Team Racing, which is amazing. I still need to beat that. Dirt Rally 2, which is an amazing rally racing sim.
Yeah.
Out for all platforms. I like it. Need for Speed Heat, which is probably my favorite racing game of the year.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It is fantastic. The best Need for Speed game in years.
Huh. Okay.
My favorite racing game of 2019 is still Diddy Kong Racing.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm feeling that.
And-
That is going to be my answer for every year.
I didn't mention it, but also Wreckfest. Wreckfest was amazing, and I think
Nice.
that definitely deserves a shout out. So that brings me to what I want to talk about next with us is your guys' picks for.
we forgot about Concrete Genie. Also.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that game
didn't-
Dreams. What about that?
That's like a VR.
Is it VR?
It's VR,
Yeah,
It's VR,
Only
yeah.
VR?
Yeah.
Only.
Wow, what a waste.
and you can create dreams
What a
in
waste.
VR and then play through them, kind of
Yep.
thing. I've been interested in seeing the game because it's like Mario Maker for VR dream. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
it's,
Yeah.
it's very weird. You can create nightmares. You can create dreams. And it's, but the thing is, VR is, people don't generally sit in PlayStation VR. I feel for hours and hours and hours. And
Yeah.
hours.
No, you
I
physically.
feel like people just don't generally do that.
Right.
Because of my experience with PC VR, Oculus Rift, there's so much content and it's clear as day in that I could see people spending that much time. But I just feel like if you're not a PC gamer, you just don't spend that much time in VR.
Yep.
It's true.
So for people that are creating things in dreams, I imagine it would get some recognition. That's for sure for how
Yep.
creative it is. But I'm not sure if it's, it's gonna phase out real quick. Is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually, for some reason, I can't quite put my finger on it. Think that Dreams might actually be the title that brings PlayStation VR up to that level of like serious competitor again, like Oculus Rift.
I mean, maybe it will, but I think
Yep.
there's just some.
Because it like PlayStation VR kind of feels like there's some great games on it, but it feels kind of like a my first VR.
Yeah, it does. It
It's-
definitely
it-
does.
Actually, no, let me take that back. My first VR actually kind of feels like it would be the Labo VR.
Yes.
Yes.
VR.
VR, PlayStation VR to me,
It's clunky.
If I had to put one word in it, forgettable.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean it's just forgettable. I mean it feels like a toy. It looks like a toy,
It is a toy.
and it
in
plays
fact.
like a toy.
I think, as far as Dreams goes, I don't know if it's big enough to have like a mass market appeal. I think it's too
Right.
niche.
Right.
I think it's going to have a very dedicated fan base for a long time. Like it seems like one of those games where like the hardcore fans are going to just fucking eat it up.
I don't know. I thought the
But-
same thing that you thought about the team behind Dreams, Media Molecule.
Yeah, Little Big
Like
Planet.
I thought the same thing about Little Big Planet when that first came out, and look at that.
Oh my
Right.
god,
If anyone's gonna
I
be,
fucking loved Little Big Planet.
yeah, if anything's going to be able to elevate, like, and they changed the game
But
with
they-
Little Big Planet. So if
Yeah.
any team could kind of release a game that kind of makes PS VR like and bring it up to that next echelon, it would be Media Molecule.
I feel you
they
on that.
did they
Yeah,
did
please don't
also
feel me,
make
that's weird.
they did also make Tearaway on the Vita. So you know,
But you know,
obviously that
I
launched
could
the
have
Vita
gone. I
into
could have gone the
success.
rest of my life without remembering that the Vita existed.
Exactly my
So
point.
thanks for that.
Exactly my
So-
point. They may make great games that have great fan bases, but that doesn't necessarily mean
coming
it's going to
from-
be enough to launch a platform into success.
It's
This
true.
over here is coming from someone
My
that
point.
raved about the Vita for so long. You guys all did once you got one. You're
No,
like,
I mean I still
I-
love my
I still
Vita.
love my
Don't get
Vita.
me wrong.
Yeah.
But
I play my Vita more than my Switch still to this day. I love my fucking Vita.
mine's still in the case.
So I want to know what your guys' most underrated game of 2019 was.
Most underrated.
Yeah, like game that you loved but didn't necessarily see
Can I-
as much time in the
Can I see your
limelight.
list?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I see?
I need
can
a
I-
refresher.
Can I check your list?
Oof.
Where is it?
Okay, so I guess I can go with mine. Something I had a really good time, and it was just completely underrated. Rage 2, I feel, didn't really get the recognition that I thought it could have.
Yeah, I
but-
could see that.
As equally so, it didn't really get the updates that I thought it could have.
Mhm.
So
That's true.
it's more or less, it could have been a big thing.
But then it could have been better.
Right. So I do think it was underrated for what it was, and I think people spent too much time complaining about the initial content other than trying to figure out what they could do different. You know what I mean? Like, you know how sometimes like people go on like Reddit and like, oh, you could do this and this, and then the developers listen and then make things better for
Yeah.
people, the gameplay and stuff.
Yeah.
If people would have done that with Rage could have been a Borderlands.
It could have
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it could have
Could have
been.
been great.
So
But
I had a really good time with it.
did
I
too.
played it through, beat the story, and I've thought about picking it up for the DLCs and stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I will.
Yeah.
This may sound strange, considering that the game that I picked was actually nominated for Game of the Year.
Kobayashi-san?
Yep.
You don't even know what that is, do
Nope. Kobayashi Maru.
you? Yeah.
Sure.
Mowing and Throwing came out in September 16th.
Dave's having a stroke over here. I think the Resident Evil 2 remake was underrated.
Yeah. I'll say that.
It was
For
fucking
sure.
fantastic. I can't remember the last time I was playing through a game that came out where, because of my history with Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 2 was already one of my favorite games of all time. Anyway, this could be attributed to that, but the whole time I was playing, I was smiling. I had a smile on my face the entire time when I wasn't just like terrified of what was happening. I was just like,
This
"Game
is great. Ah,
That's a weird
but
game
this
to
is great.
smile." Yeah.
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
screamy smile is great.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, I definitely think that Resident Evil 2 remake was still a little bit underrated. And I can't really say why. So I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay.
And here's Kelly with the weather.
You just.
It's snowing.
We're at the wrong airport. Fuck, I love that. All right. I still have to play Arise, by the way.
Yeah.
I almost picked it up the other day, but I picked up a Knight's Quest.
Yeah.
Which is actually a fantastic
That
game.
looks pretty interesting.
Eric, you might really enjoy that actually.
It actually looked pretty interesting. I might pick it up.
Really
it's on
was.
PlayStation. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that
a little
simple story?
platformer.
Yeah, a little platformer.
No.
Oh wait.
I chose to get Knight's Quest before Arise.
Okay.
Which is the simple story.
Did
one
you
that
get
you're talking
the theme for Arise?
about. Not yet.
There's a free,
Is there a free one?
a dynamic theme for it.
I am gonna play that because it reminds me of what was that other game I played? Fuck, I can't remember.
That's a weird game.
It reminds me of a different game I played. I can't remember the name of it though.
Eric,
What's your pick?
So this might seem like an odd one too. I'm gonna say Super Mario Maker 2 because
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, because the first one was heralded.
it was heralded. Got it. All right.
I love when this
short and sweet.
Short
man.
and sweet.
I love when this happens.
What was that?
No, the first one was.
Oh hey.
Bye, Eric.
Can we just put a picture of Kelly on there? I actually want to go ahead and before we move on to like the next category, I want to hear what you guys think was your biggest regret of 2019.
Oh,
The game that
God.
you regret purchasing the most.
Hard question.
Yeah, and you know what? And I'll even kind of extend that criteria. Didn't even have to be a game that came out this year. Just a game that you bought this year that you regret the most. I know David's Sekiro.
I guess I would say mine was Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Really? Yeah, I played that on Game Pass. It is not good.
It's not. No, it's not good at all.
Yep. Jeffrey, come here and help your mother with the cabbages. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking help my mom with no
It was
cabbages.
like fucking Life Simulator for the medieval times.
For the medieval time. Fuck those medieval times, man.
It was weird, man.
Yeah.
But you were like in Romania, and it was strange.
It was just
man.
weird.
And the controls were so
Rigid. They were rigid.
and
Yeah.
fucked up.
You know what? Have you played any more of a Plague Tale?
I have not. Jason has my copy, and I need to play it.
It looks really good.
It does. It actually was
Might
nominated
have
for
to
some categories.
Smack them around a little bit, get it back.
Yeah, I'm playing on it.
I should eat that.
But I guess other than what did I say was my most I don't think I actually said something. Oh yeah, Kingdom Come. Yeah, that was it. But I guess a game that I regret would be Fallout 76.
Yep, that makes sense. Even despite the fact that I have purchased Fallout 76, despite the fact that I actually purchased it again for $1, and the fact that I bought Anthem, those are still, for some reason, not my biggest disappointment purchases of 2019. It would be The Forest.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
We lost Eric.
Oh, well, F.
So you were right. Sekiro was nope.
I just think it's hilarious.
No, wait, I have another one too. Hold on.
How many times was I telling Dave, I'm like, you're like, oh, I pre-ordered Sekiro. I'm like, dude, if you did not like Dark Souls, you are not gonna like Sekiro.
Oh God.
He's like, I think it'll be fine.
What's
so
coming?
here's another game that I bought in 2019 that I was so incredibly over the world excited about, and then I played it and I'm like, the fuck is happening here, and why is it happening? And it's called Generation Zero.
Oh, you were telling me about that. You said you couldn't find a physical copy anywhere.
Yeah, right? I had a hard time finding a physical copy.
Now you know why.
Probably for good reason. The idea about this is a post-apocalyptic world with a bunch of basically really smart robots that
it takes
took
place
over
in like
everything.
Sweden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
in like the 1980s or some weird shit like that.
Yeah.
But somehow there's like robots and shit.
Yep.
Yep.
robots and shit. So it was
Mostly
really
shit,
bad,
Mostly shit.
and I paid a lot of money for it.
Ooh,
I paid like $40 for it,
yikers!
and I still own it. Was
That's
it
a
$40?
big. That's a big oof.
Yeah,
man.
it was $40.
Let me take a look at it.
So it was really bad. So
I'm gonna rub my nuts on it.
can you do me a favor? And, you know what? You can rub your nuts on it.
I
That's
did.
fine. So, yeah, it was just. I actually regretted this more than Sekiro,
Really? Wow.
because at least with Sekiro I was buying a AAA game.
Yeah.
And with
Um,
Sekiro, like, I mean,
The only thing I got with this one was
amidst
herpes.
the frustration, you know, at least Sekiro is a beautiful game.
Yeah.
It was masterfully crafted.
I think I still own it. It's
Yeah.
just my brother-in-law has it. He loved it. He thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, you want to buy it from me? He goes, no. I'm like, you fucker. He still has it.
That's
mean-
actually one of the only reasons that it didn't take Game of the Year for me, because as a veteran, Soulsborne player,
Right.
and investing as much time as I actually have in that game,
Did you plat it?
no.
No, you didn't. Okay, that's what I
I'm
thought.
kind of. I started to do it once I beat it, and then I just I actually got distracted by platinuming Final Fantasy X. But
Yeah, that was right around that time.
Yeah,
actually,
and-
I remember that.
the only reason it didn't actually take Game of the Year, because even though I did beat it, god damn, is that game fucking hard.
Sekiro?
And should
Yeah.
say something coming
Dude.
from me.
Tony, some
That game
some
is
of the
fucking
optional,
hard.
some of the optional bosses in that game will wreck your shit.
Dude, some of the
I got my ass
required
kicked by a
bosses in
black
that game.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if that says anything.
Someone's like, there's black chickens. I'm like, yeah, there's massive fucking 10-foot tall black chickens.
Yeah.
And they
It's actually a rooster.
kicked
so
my
you
ass.
got-
Roosters. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why they didn't know there was.
Yeah.
There's no chickens in it.
Yeah.
Roosters. Yeah,
Roosters.
so-
God.
God, Dave.
Fuck that game.
What's that game that you're looking forward to that's gonna come out sometime in like the next 8 years? Atomic Heart.
Oh fuck yeah! Holy fuck!
I don't even know if that game has a release date yet.
Dude. Between that and Journey to the Savage Planet, I'm pretty excited for both those.
You know what game?
I'm excited for Final Fantasy VII, but I'm not even. It's not on that same like. It's on a different scale.
I
is
will
what it
love.
is.
Like, you know, the funny thing is, as much shit as I talk about Final Fantasy VII, like I will love the remake.
Yeah.
The original, I just cannot stand.
Well,
The storytelling is so wildly unevenly paced. It is infuriating.
And I think that's something that they're aiming to fix with the remake, especially with
Yeah.
it being in 3 chapters.
and I got something to tell you. This
Yeah.
this person that Carrie works with, one of her employees, he said, "Well, I finally played a Final Fantasy game. Never played a Final Fantasy game before."
Yeah.
You know what he started with?
Hmm.
He started with 14.
Okay.
Oh.
And I said, "Well, I mean that's fine, but if you ever decided to play anything else, it kind of it's totally different. It kind of ruins
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Especially
it really
if you go,
does. If that's your first game,
if you
it
go,
ruins
if you
everything
go
else.
backwards from Final Fantasy 14, things are just gonna get weird.
So I told him, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you play that one and you like it, you could probably go back and play 10, 10-2.
And
you
13.
might be able to get through 8. You would not get through 7 and 9.
Yeah.
No.
They're so incredibly, and you would never get anything before 7 at
Yeah.
all, ever.
Even I
such a
struggle
Yeah.
to get through. Like I haven't. Like I
It's
tried
such a
6
weird thing.
numerous times.
Right. And I'm not saying start from 1,
Yeah.
you don't do that, but if you're going to start anywhere, start from 7. It's a great starting point. But everything is so incredibly different, and it's MMO. You can't compare an MMO to a regular.
To a single
Yeah.
player
You can't.
RPG.
It's-
Yeah.
That's like
It
saying
doesn't
I
even
finally played my first Elder Scrolls game, ESO.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I played Skyrim. It's called Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
I want to shoot people that say that.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't want to be friends with them ever.
Yeah.
I do want us to cover one more category that I came up here with
Yes.
since we're going into 2020 soon.
Well, Eric, his laptop died. I'm not sure why he was doing this without his laptop being plugged in. So he's an idiot. He will not be back.
Well,
He will not be
Whatever.
back.
Ever.
at least we
again.
got some funny screenshots of his faces.
Right.
But last category here for you ladies and gentlemen on the other side, is the most anticipated games that we have coming in 2020 or beyond.
To infinity.
To infinity.
Yep.
And beyond.
I would say The Good Life. It's a cat simulation game, and it's coming out Q2 2020. I'm sorry, that was
weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
That's the only one, Dave? You don't have any more?
Yep, just The Good Life.
Yep.
Just a cat.
Just all right, man.
I'm
really
gonna
fucked
have
you up,
to
didn't it?
disagree. The thing that I'm looking forward to most in 2020 is the Shirley Temple Little Darling DVD collection, featuring such hits as Animal Crackers and My Soup.
Sweet.
Animal Crackers in My Soup. There are a massive amount of things happening next year, and I think the one thing that we're most excited about, and this is probably around the whole table, is the fact that the new gen consoles are going to be out.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have not spoken about the new design for the Xbox yet, have we?
No, we
I think it's
haven't.
dope
Yeah.
as
I
fuck,
think it's
though.
probably
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So we shit on Xbox quite a bit. We really do. But one thing that I like over anything else that I like in my life and that happen is innovations, new designs, thinking outside the box. And that's really, in my opinion, when I saw it for the first time and it was confirmed the shape and what it looked like, you guys have heard me say I wanted something different. I want something that looks fucking cool. I want, I want different.
Yep.
I don't want this thing to just sit in a living room for, the couch experience, which is what they've been making consoles for since the beginning.
Yep.
Well, this isn't like that anymore. Things are changing, and you have to change with it. And the design, in my opinion, is an extremely bold design. And yeah, it looks like just a computer. It really does.
It really does. It looks like a tower.
It looks like a tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
It also looks like a fridge if you Photoshop it that way.
But bravo.
It looks like two GameCubes.
Bravo for
Stacked together.
taking a bold approach to what the console looks like.
I have to say,
it's not what it looks like that's important. It's how it plays.
Yep.
But it definitely helps that they're taking such a bold. I will get it. I was thinking about not getting it day one.
Yep.
But because of what it looks like and that bold concept,
and the fact that Halo Infinite's coming with it day one.
I will have it.
Yep.
I will have it day one.
And Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga.
Yep.
Right. So, bravo, and I'm excited to see.
It looks monolithic. I love it.
And that's a good way to say it.
Yeah,
it looks monolithic.
Big penis.
I really hope that the PlayStation 5 looks mind blowing. Also, I've seen a few concepts of what people think it might look like.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would take any one of those concepts. And a lot of them are just, the flat design, but because of what it looks like, it just, I would take any one of those. I'm curious.
I think it's going to be different this time around. Because we mentioned that Sony thought about it a little bit differently in terms of cooling, because we all know what happens when our fucking PlayStation 4 Pros heat up.
You heard mine, right?
Yeah.
I should turn that on and show you guys what it did.
Like it's going to take off like an airplane, especially in that video that I literally thought that I was just listening to a jet plane.
Dude, that was unreal. All it was in a Knight's Quest, there's a spot that has a little pool of water, and there's a waterfall that's coming down to it. The closer I got to the waterfall, the louder
your fan got.
And I
insane.
swear it was fucking maxed out, and it couldn't go any faster.
I thought that thing was gonna fucking grow propellers and
before.
And I hate to say it, but like that for me would be a minor thing to most people. It is a major issue for me, and I hate to say it. I'm starting to actually kind of prefer my Xbox One. Just for games like Doom, Final Fantasy 15, things like that, where like I can play those games in full like native 4K and doesn't make a fucking peep. And it gets to the point where mine is so loud that even when I have headphones on, I still can't hear it. Like, I still can't hear the game over the sound of my fucking PlayStation.
I wonder what the deal of there's got to be something. There's got to be something happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because-
could easily just open it up.
The
maybe
funny
put
thing is,
some new
I've
thermal
always had
paste
the-
on it. I'm not. No,
I've always
I
had that
shouldn't
problem-
have to do that.
See, the funny thing is, I always had that problem with Xbox too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just PlayStation; it was Xbox also.
Yep.
I mean, you've heard that aftermarket fucking thing over there
Yeah.
that winds up. My old one, my original Xbox one, actually did that too.
Yeah.
It wound up like, holy fuck, the block is going to explode. But
Yeah.
Mine wound up, but never that loud.
But I'm curious if I wonder if it's something PlayStation can do. But you're right. It winds up so loud. I'm curious to see it
But-
blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I think the new PlayStation model is going to be a little bit different, because they were talking about how it's going to cool and how it's going to cool much more effectively than the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's why I think that it has to be different.
Yeah.
Because that model, that construction model, obviously is not effective for cooling, and that's why PlayStation 4s overheat.
Yeah. Also, Biomutant. I'm actually pretty excited about Biomutant too.
It does look pretty interesting.
I forget about it every other month.
I think my most anticipated would be Cyberpunk, but everyone already knows that.
Yep. Resi
Says
3.
the guy wearing a Cyberpunk
Yep.
shirt.
Resi 3 now that it's come out of the gate and we have a release date for it, and now that we know that
I'm pretty excited for that too.
Shit, because especially considering the fact that I've actually never played through Resi 3 at all.
Oh, well.
Never played it.
Okay.
It's still in Raccoon City.
Yeah, it actually is taking place during Resident Evil 2. But that
Resident Evil 3, the one in the police building.
No, that's
That's
2.
two.
Oh, okay. That's the only one I played.
Yeah.
And I also went up the stairs in 7, and I was like, no, I'm good.
yeah, that was fun. That
I
was
got
fun
like
times.
almost halfway through 7, and then I just never completed
That's
it.
weird because I got almost halfway up the stairs.
I platinumed it.
And I'm like, nope. Actually, I did go I went into the kitchen and tried to open drawers, and I'm just like, no.
The drawers are
What-
too
what the-
scary.
What the fuck am I doing here?
I would say Resi 3, Cyberpunk,
The Last of
the
Us Part
usual
2.
suspects.
Yeah,
You know,
we
lots
have
of
a
us-
whole list of them here, or
Yeah.
at least that I wrote. Like,
I don't know if we have time for that.
Yeah.
oh, we got
We-
time.
We basically
We got
did the
3 minutes.
highlights.
I can scroll through more real quick. In April, obviously Cyberpunk. March, Final Fantasy.
March 3rd.
Yep. Obviously, the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yep.
Dying Light 2.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
very
people are
excited for
excited
that.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Weird.
I had a lot of fun with Dying Light.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fun.
I did too. I enjoyed it. Persona 5 Royale, that's coming out in March as well.
Yep.
It's not a remake or a new game by any
Just
means. It's a DLC
complete edition,
Complete
yeah.
edition, yeah. Doom Eternal, we're all probably excited besides Dave. I don't know. Are you
No.
excited?
Doom Eternal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck,
All right.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of that.
Marvel Avengers, that should be interesting. We mentioned The Last of Us Part 2. Halo Infinite, that'll be coming with the new gen. Godfall, that'll be coming with the new gen of PlayStation. Ghost of Tsushima, out during the summer.
Yep.
Next year. PlayStation 4. Watch Dogs Legion. Sometime. Animal Crossing, yeah, I
Yep.
forgot to add that to my list. Patience is going to
Pumped.
kill me.
Yep.
Alchemic Cutie coming out.
Cool.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I don't know when that's coming out. I'm just more
Nobody
intrigued
knows. Yeah.
to see how that's gonna look
I
and
have
what
that
it's gonna entail.
pre-ordered. I
Yeah.
did that Amazon pre-order thing for that,
Yeah.
so I got it for half off.
Damn.
Yeah, so you
So-
buy a game for full price, and then you pre-order a game at full price, and then you can pre-order another game half off.
Nice.
So
That's-
it was actually pretty cool.
That's pretty
That's
fucking
actually
cool.
yeah. That's fucking.
I don't even know
I
who
would
the
do
hell
that.
showed me that was a thing, but I was grateful.
Hidetaka Miyazaki has gone on the record a few times stating, and this is actually what kind of pushed me over the edge, knowing as little about it as I do, that it's going to be more like Dark Souls than Bloodborne was like
Yes.
Dark Souls. And I'm like, you had me at Dark Souls.
Yeah.
We know that it's,
what game
I'm
was
a
that?
sucker.
we know
Elden
that it's
Ring.
going to be an
Wait, it's
RPG.
gonna be like a Dark Souls?
Yeah, it's going to
by
be
the guy that made it.
it's
Yeah.
going to be an action RPG based in the Dark Souls style.
Cancel.
Yeah.
pre-order.
Yeah, dude, fucking cancel it, dude.
I'm just intrigued.
You're not worthy.
I love the art style in Dark Souls. I'm just intrigued to see how they're going to play the RPG elements into Elden Ring and how
Yeah,
George R.R. Martin's story influence affects Elden Ring. That's what I'm curious about.
I'm more curious about getting naked in Rust and just running around with a guitar.
Yep.
For PlayStation.
Uh,
next year.
you
forgot that Rust existed.
Well, it's coming out for PlayStation next year, and I'm actually kind of excited about it because I like that game.
Yeah,
And that and Bloodlines
I basically
too.
played Rust. I played Ark. Pretty much the same thing.
Almost,
Minus the
yeah.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And more players just killing you with rocks.
Yeah.
So I don't know which. I don't actually know which one.
smash.
I actually don't know which one's worse. So. Yeah. The Forest. I hated that game. I was like trying to, I was trying to like put on like a
Happy,
smile
yeah.
while I was playing it, and I'm like, this is an interesting game.
I was watching it and I was just like, what is this and why does it exist?
Yep, it's very strange. Anyway,
There's a Boulder Dash anniversary coming out. You guys remember Boulder Dash?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, guys,
I need a smoke.
it's been fun. It's been
With
interesting. We started off kind of rough, but yeah,
Ended kind of rough.
it is what it is. All right, guys. You good?
Later.
No.
We're all happy?
Fitting
You're not
way to
good?
send
No.
off
Okay, what do you got?
2019.
You got more?
Bye.